Channel. I'm Lady Nika and with this week's episode of Fuck Shit Friday. This is the segment of the week where we come in and we talk shit and swallow spit about anything from what's going on in the media, what's going on in social media, what's going on with the reality stars and entertainers of this world, as well as some political commentary here and there. Over on this side of the world, I just tell you the story and I give you my opinion. Nothing I say in these segments or anything I say on this channel is written in stone. These are my thoughts and opinions, and I leave my panic section, also known as the comment section, open up for people to weigh in their thoughts. Now, before we get into this episode of Fuck Shit Friday, let me address something that happened on this channel this week. It's some of y'all that watch me on the regular and see every damn thing I do. You notice that I cut the comments off on my Queen Court review. When I cut the comments off, something must have happened. If you feel like you want to know what happened or why I did a certain, made a certain decision on this channel, then if you look down in my penny section, I'm not my penny, my description box, every single one of my videos have my email address in there. And for those of y'all, some of y'all, very few of y'all have gotten to know me on a more personal level, and you can shoot me a text message or a call and ask me if you feel like that's something you want to know. When I cut comments off, don't mean necessarily that somebody came at me. See, as the content creator of this channel, it is my responsibility to not only protect myself, but I also am responsible for protecting the people who come over here, patronize my channel, support me. Meaning that if a conversation or things get out of hand in the panty section and I cannot pull it back together, I will cut the comments off over there. It don't mean that they did nothing to me. In fact, a lot of times I don't have a problem with you disagreeing with me, even if you get a little bit out yourself a little bit. I might let you ride with that. But what we will not, there is absolutely zero tolerance for on my channel, is attacking other commenters down in the panty section. We don't do that. When I see somebody steady going person to person, and because that person don't go along with what you say, you want to attack them and constantly at them and at them and at them. See, most people got their notifications turned on just like I do. So when you constantly adding them and coming back trying to get them to say something else to see your side of whatever it is that you may be in conflict with that person about, then that's when I got a problem, because you harassing people, and I'm not gonna have it. And if you are not a part of the problem and you see that I cut them off and you just got to know, ooh, I'm ashy. You just got to know what the tea was, then how about you just simply hit me up and ask me that. Don't go to another video and ask that question, because if people haven't seen that I did it, it's gonna draw people to wanting to know what the hell went on and why I did what I did. Okay, and I don't be wanting that drama over here. I don't. I really don't. I mean, I don't think nobody meant no harm, because a couple of y'all did hit me up asking me, but all I ask is don't go to another video and ask me that question, because it's going to piss me off, because you got ways of contacting me, and I'm not trying to draw attention to stuff like that. I run a peaceful organization over here. I like the way this is family operated over here, and that's how I see y'all. So I'm not going to let y'all be attacked over here. Now, I don't know how some people run their damn platform, but ain't nobody ever gonna get on my platform and go off on nobody, and they ain't gonna be in the comment section talking crazy to nobody. I protect y'all because y'all are my love things, and that's my responsibility, and I control what happens on this channel. So I just spent 4 minutes explaining it. That's what happened, and that's what will happen every time, until the point I get to where I may start blocking people. And I don't like to block people, but if it gets out of control again, then if I don't cut the comments, I'm gonna start blocking. And I know with blocking, you still can watch, but you ain't finna be over here talking and causing conflict. Not over a reality review, because that's all they do. As a matter of fact, that wasn't even a reality review. That was a fucking review of an internet show that's taking off right now that many of us enjoy, and I was asked to do that. I didn't volunteer to review the Queen's Court. I was asked. I did, came in, gave my commentary one time, and people liked it so much they asked me to continue to do it, and I said I would, and I am. But what I won't do is I'm not gonna deal with no damn disrespect over here from nobody. We all adults, and we gonna act like adults over here. You can go wherever else you want to and act a damn fool, but over here we gonna act like we some civilized adults, and we gonna respect each other because I ain't gonna have it no other way. That's how I feel about that. Now, let's move into the subjects that we have for this week's edition of Buckshot Friday. Earlier this week, we was discussing the H&M ad where the little black boy, is wearing a green hoodie with the caption "Coolest monkey in the jungle," and everybody, including celebrities, went out because we all know what that means. That's a racial innuendo. White people have always said that black people either look like monkeys or act like monkeys. So that's the reason why people got mad, and I spoke out on it because I felt like as a former business owner you would want to do better. Who is over your marketing team that allowed, because this went through several hands before it actually appeared on the website. So I had an issue with it and I spoke out on it. Later on that day, as I was chilling, I started to think about that thing, and some questions came to mind, and one of those questions were, who is his parents? Where was they when they? I mean, cause I know for a fact, and my kids ain't never. Now my daughter did a little modeling thing before, but I know for a fact my son was in a local commercial, and I had me or his daddy had to be on that set every day. So I'm like, well, they had to be there. They seen it. Why was this okay? Or is he adopted by a white family who was okay with this? I didn't know what the situation was. Well, why did I say that? Baby, and this thing, we know mama shows up and shows out. She shows up, we learned that she is of African descent. And she said that we being too sensitive. She had no problem with her son doing that. Now, to me, that's a coon ass statement. And because ain't nowhere in hell I'm gonna allow someone to put my child, my black child, in a hoodie, basically calling him a monkey. But hey, you can love them all, but you can't save them all. And I said, okay, that's her business. So I gracefully bow out of that conversation, and I don't give a damn. But ma'am, I would like you to know, Miss Mango, Mongo, whatever the hell your name is, people like you who allow things like this is a part of the problem. We got many of people who speak out, protest, and also have given up their lives so that we can be considered equal in this world. And when white people come up with little catchphrases like monkeys for us and stuff, and you're okay with your black child wearing that, then that's a part of the problem. But do you? Because I ain't got to worry about it. It ain't my child and it ain't my Jalen. So I don't really give two fucks. That's on them. I thought it was a bad marketing thing. And I still feel that way. But if the mama ain't got no problem with it, guess who gonna leave that shit alone? Me. I ain't got to deal with that. Now, let's talk about Nene Leakes. On Watch What Happens Live Friday, I'm not Friday, when it came on Sunday, she was upsetting in her feelings about Sheree bringing up the fact that her, Greg, and her son has a mug shot. That ain't first time she did that to you. She told your ass about your season 4 reunion when she told your ass that your son had a mug shot for allegedly stealing out of Walmart. But here's the thing, Nene, you do the same thing. You do the same thing. Y'all hit it. Y'all hit below the belt with each other. It's like it's okay for you to put somebody's business on Front Street and embarrass them, but if somebody hit back at your ass, you get mad about it, and that ain't fair. If you're gonna bring ass, if you're gonna beat ass, you gotta bring ass. And in your situation, you talk a lot of shit about people, but you don't like when nobody talks shit about you. You do have a mugshot. We ain't forget. We just don't bring that shit up no more because there's no reason to. Your husband got a mug shot. Your son got a mug shot. Just like Sheree Man got one. Why did you have to leave it alone? Even though I do believe Sheree is too old to be falling for the okie doke like that, I have to also remember Sheree about that money. So we don't know where he done got put aside, because he doing the time with the money. Maybe she got the stash. Maybe she know the stash coming. It ain't our business. All we can do is sit back and observe and make our opinions based about what we see. Because see, we wouldn't even be a part of this if y'all didn't put us in y'all business. But you can't get mad at her for clapping back at you, and then you want to clap back at her like that about that, because you've done that to people too. And it ain't like you don't know Sherelle do it, because she did it to your ass season 4 anyway. Girl, just get over it, okay? That's too you too old for that. Y'all hoes almost 50 years old. That's half 100. At some point, you have to grow up, and you got to understand that if you throw a stone, you can't always hide your hand, bitch. You'll be all right. Now, let's move on to Seal. Singer Seal had a problem with Oprah's speech that she received a speech that she gave after receiving the Cecil B. DeMille Award over down to the Golden Globes this past weekend. So he did a post. Basically, it was a meme, but he did a caption underneath. And basically what that post and meme, it was a picture of Oprah sitting with Harvey Weinstein. Y'all know Harvey Weinstein been accused of sexually harassing several different women in the film industry, and it has led to his shame and basically his disgrace. You know, they Bill Cosby his motherfucking ass. But anyway, it's different pictures of her throughout time where she was sitting with him and seemed to be rather cozy with this man. And Seal was basically saying that he don't believe that she didn't know. Now, I had a problem with it when I first saw that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have my issues with Oprah Winfrey. Sometimes she a little bit on the face side, and we also know that she will coon from time to time to make sure that she stay in the position that she has gotten in. And okay, I guess they go with the damn territory, but I don't believe that Oprah knew that Harvey Weinstein was actually doing all of this stuff. See, it's one thing to hear shit. It's a totally different thing to be able to say, yeah, I can see where that's true. I'm sure when he was around her, he gave her no indications that he could be that person, the monster that we have learned that he is. So I had a problem with him saying what he said about her, trying to insinuate she knew about Harvey Weinstein and how he gets down. As a person who has dealt with sexual molestation and rape, as Oprah has and has spoken about it so many times in the past, I can't see her being okay with that. Never, no how. So I had no problem with Miss Oprah getting up there saying what she said. Like I told you, she made me feel a certain amount of pride in myself as a black woman. I don't give a fuck what nobody else saying. I ain't saying that that speech moved me to no tears, and that shit did not make me feel like Oprah need to run for no damn president, because I don't. I think that Oprah is fine in the sector that she in. We need to keep her in the private sector, so every now and again Mother O can come through and say something that's not expected of her. If you put her in that White House, she gonna be under the same type of scrutiny that Barack Obama faced, and we gonna see a dumbed down Oprah. Plus, I don't need them digging into her life, causing problems, telling things that maybe she don't want us to know about. Leave her where she is. But I did appreciate her speech, and it was very encouraging and uplifting to those of us who have gone through abuse, and those of us who feel like we can't go no further in life because of circumstances, be it age or color, education, whatever. She just inspired me to be a better form of myself. Like I told y'all in that video, I didn't come into 2018 talking about new year, new me. No, I'm same bitch from yesterday. I'm same bitch from 10 days ago. I'm just trying to be a better form of me. That's it. Okay? And I didn't think that that was right for him to say it, and he came under scrutiny. He came under fire. People was all down in them damn comments saying that, for one, he's a black man trying to tear a black woman down. They didn't like that. And also, Chrissy Teigen jumped in there. And for those y'all don't know Chrissy Teigen, I think that's John Legend's wife, I believe. Anyway, I know that's his baby mama if she ain't his wife. And she is pretty good at giving your ass a good severe clapback if you come at her the wrong way. But however, she jumped in them comments and what she said. No, I think she did a personal post. I can't remember, but I know she has. She let it be known that she probably knows some stuff about Seal too. You know what I'm saying? So he might not want to walk he might not want to do this walk right here. This one you might want to sit out and just sit back. If you can't celebrate, don't say nothing. Okay, that's basically what she was giving him. And next thing I know, before I get ready to do the video today, I see down on our Instagram that Seal has took to his social media to say he respects Oprah. He posted the meme as a sign of hypocrisy that goes on in Hollywood. That's what he said. He told Fox News don't misconstrue what he said, and he told Station Dash don't repost anything that he has to say when she in her tirades of self hate, because he's from Nigeria. He's the blackest of black, and he's offended people came at him saying that he's a black man tearing a black woman down. Supposedly, it was not an attack on Oprah. Child, see, are you backpedaling and pussy popping? Are you backpedaling and pussy popping on this thing today? Now, he know when he used that meme to call out uh what he considered to be the hypocrisy in the industry. People who know what's been going on all along, but now they in the forefront and you believe them to be a crusader for the cause, when in actuality they knew all about what was going on behind closed doors. If you didn't want people to equate that to you coming for Oprah, you shouldn't have used the meme that you did. You said it was a repost. Well, when you saw it and you saw that it only had Harvey Weinstein and Oprah Winfrey in it, why didn't you just leave it where it was instead of reposting it and adding your 2 cents to it? See, let me tell you what I can't respect. I can't respect a motherfucker that tweet and delete, post and delete, or backpedals and pussy pops on something they say. If I ain't learned nothing else, especially in the last 2 years, is bitch, stand in your word. I don't give a damn how much opposition you come up against. You stand in your motherfucking word. I don't care. And see, that made me feel like he was full of shit from the beginning. And it made me feel like Chrissy might have shook his ass when she said she got some tea on him. And he don't want that to come out. You were not meaning that. Okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say by some happenstance he wasn't throwing shade at Oprah, which I don't believe. Regardless, if you wanted to convey that message, you didn't have to use a meme at all. You could have just did a Facebook post, or Instagram post, or tweet it out. You used that as an effort, and you did that right after she did that speech. Heard everybody giving her praise for that speech. Even heard some people saying that Oprah need to be the president in 2020 or run for office in 2020. And you got in your feelings about that, and you came for Mother O. Now, one or two things happened, in my opinion. My opinion. Either your ass got so much criticism that you couldn't handle it, and Oprah people got in touch with you, or else what T. Chrissy said down there on the damn social media struck a chord with you, and you don't want none. If you don't have, if you living in a glass house, don't throw no fucking stone. That's all I'm saying. And I thought that was bitch made. You shouldn't have said a damn thing. How you gonna stand up for something and then backpedal and pussy pop off what you said? Come on, bruh. Child, I ain't here for it. Anyway, stand in your shit or shut the fuck up. Now, let's move on to Miss Tamar Braxton Herbert. Girl, you need to stop, okay? You spent the final days of 2017, the last few weeks and maybe a few months of 2017, you and your mama basically bashing your husband, Vincent Herbert, for domestic abuse. Now you being seen everywhere, and this ain't just shows, because I understand that he probably still is your manager, and I know that he was managing Escape, and you were a part of the Great Escape tour. So I get why you were around, why he was around you during that time, even though you had a personal restraining order on him. I guess they can bend and twist that when it comes to business. However, we have seen you since then on several occasions with Vince. And now I heard yesterday down on Fameless that your ass is in Cabo alone with him. To me, you disrespected every woman who's ever gone through domestic violence. Every man or every woman that's living in it right now who don't have the means to get out, they stuck there for whatever particular reasons. You made light of a situation and tried to grip at the heartstrings of America by telling us he's doing so much to you. Your mama with her dramatic ass in there talking about she tried to break up a fight between you two. He looked like he was gonna turn on her, so all she could think to do was run upstairs, barricade herself in the room by pushing the door up against the pushing the chair up against the door knob where he wouldn't be able to get in, and rocking and praying with your baby all night. Child, let me tell you something. Domestic violence is nothing to play with. People lose their lives behind that. People who don't lose their lives sometimes suffer so bad when they are able to get out, if they ever to get able to get out. That is not something that you would make fun of, nor would you use a serious subject such as domestic violence for views, ratings, and coin. I'm disappointed in that, but in the words of my girl, beautiful soul, Tamar, fuck you. Now, if he really was to go upside your damn head, no one's going to believe you. You're going to be like Peter and the wolf. You know the story of Peter the wolf? Peter lied so many times that when he was actually in need of help, no one came to his rescue because they assumed him to be lying yet again. And that is what we're going to treat Tamar like if something really was to happen to her. Because clearly, you're not too damn scared of this man, and he ain't did too much to you. Because I don't know no woman, no victim of domestic violence that wants to be around their abuser. I ain't never met one. Never met one. Okay, so I'm over her. I'm really over her. Now this week, Hollywood Unlocked. First of all, Hollywood Unlocked is I seen it. They got a YouTube channel. I don't know if they broadcast anywhere and anything like that, but it's hosted by Jason Lee and I think Melissa Ford. And this week they were supposed to have Escape on the show. They did promotion of the interview. He even called T.S. Madison to get the inside scoop or verify what happened at the New Year's Eve concert in Atlanta with Escape when they said that T.S. Madison and Kaya were escorted out, but we later found out they wasn't escorted out. They just got told they couldn't perform with Tamar on stage because Escape had a problem with it. Well, he called her to make sure he had all his I's dotted and his T's crossed before this interview. Only for Escape to arrive, minus Candy. And I'm assuming the reason why Candy wasn't there because if you following Candy on IG like I do, you know Candy in New York preparing to go on Broadway. But no Candy was there. The girls showed up, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. They left, and they left without the benefit of giving that interview. Now, Jason said he was told they left because T.I. didn't want Tiny to do the interview because Hollywood Unlocked has affiliation with the money team being Floyd Mayweather. However, Jason said that he was told by Floyd that he recently saw T.I. and they had made peace and it was all good. Now I'm confused because Jason said they asked them to do the interview with them. And Candy was supposed to have been there, according to what Jason Lee is saying. Now, I guess T.I. still salty. He salty about them rumors from Tiny and Floyd a while back ago. So he stopped them from coming to address rumors that have been going on about the group, speak about the concert and what they, about the whole Escape experience on tour again after so many years, and to promote their new song, which by the way to me is garbage in my opinion. I ain't get the name of it, but I can tell you, bitch, it's a horror. Okay, it's a horror. I ain't talking about that Dream Killer either because that's a little bop. I got that one myself. I paid for that one. But this up tempo song, no ma'am. T.I. cutting up, ain't it? He go from cussing Tamar down to the Escape concert, her and her mama and her family, to now he's stopping the girls from doing interviews. Bitch, what y'all think about that? I don't know what to think about that. All I know is, bitch, I don't make the news. I just report it. Put your thoughts in the panty. Now, Dr. Umar Johnson. See, this is going to be a shift in the atmosphere now. We're going to have a shift in the atmosphere. Dr. Umar Johnson went before the mediator because he didn't go before the board of psychology in the state of Pennsylvania on Monday. And basically, according to Dr. Johnson, he was reported by coons and white people for practicing psychology without a license. They had no proof of him doing any evaluations or conducting any therapy sessions. All of this stemmed from without a licensed psychologist present, as he has to do. The evidence presented against him was from his second and third Breakfast Club interview and a screenshot from his website dating back to 2014, and they would not tell him who his accusers were. Now, a final decision will be made by the Board of Psychology because he didn't go before the board. Like I said, he went before a mediator. The mediator has to do a recommendation, and then the board will decide what they're going to do from there. And I'm wishing him the best of luck because we know the Board of Psychology in the state of Pennsylvania don't like Dr. Umar Johnson. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Now, to me, based on that weak-ass evidence they presented, this was maybe an attempt, a weak water attempt to me to possibly shame this man. I can't believe it went this far for real. I really can't. Trust, I don't recall. Oh, I've watched a lot of Umar stuff in the last week or two. I don't remember running up on no clip where he said he was licensed. If I did, I missed something. And y'all can get me together down in the panties. But I don't remember him ever saying that. They didn't even have evidence, like I said, of him ever conducting an evaluation or doing a therapy session with anyone except under the supervision of a clinical psychologist. So he wasn't practicing on anyone, especially no adults, because we all know that he specializes in children. Let me go and fuck it up then. This is my opinion. Let me go and fuck it up because I know somebody ain't gonna like this, and it's cool. This is how I feel. When I did my first video, I told y'all I feel like he should have a right to know who his fucking accusers is. I thought that's something that's guaranteed to us, but maybe it is. Maybe I'm behind time and don't know my law. But I thought you had a right to face your accusers. But okay, sounds unfair to me where he can't. And I think this is also a part of this school situation. Again, let me state my opinion on Dr. Umar Johnson with the school thing. Half of the people mad ain't donate a dollar or a dime to that man's situation. What I personally think is, I think this man has every intentions upon doing what he said that he was going to do. I just think that he bit off more than he can chew. He found that funding and building a school of the magnitude that he wants to do requires a little bit more than just donations from us, the common man. He might have needed to get some big money involved in it, and we know that Dr. Umar is a very proud man. He's a very prideful man. He wants to be able to accomplish this all on his own, except for the support of his people who support him through the donations. He want to do it on his own, and I think that what he's found is that that's probably not going to be able to be done. He needs help with a project this big, and it's okay. But for a man like him, with all that pride, the Bible speaks about our pride. You sometimes your pride can be your downfall, and in a sense, that's probably what some of this is stemming from. Because people felt some kind of way. You know, you can't give black people $2 without them hounding your ass down for that $2 damn. But we can go and get a white man our money every day, and he fuck us with no lubrication, and we don't ask no damn questions. But when we give something to each other, we feel that we entitled. We entitled. Now, should he have given a business plan for this situation, for this to happen? Yeah, he should have been more forthcoming, more transparent to the people that supported him. But coulda, woulda, shoulda. Okay? He learned from that mistake. I'm not going to celebrate in anybody trying to tear down any black man. Honestly, I'm not. Now, I will call you to the carpet for what you do. But I'm not going to take pleasure and lead the crusade to tear this man down. I'm quite sure Malcolm X and Martin Luther King endured a lot of people who did in our community who didn't understand what they stood for. You may not like some of the things he say. I don't like some of the shit I've found out that Umar Johnson had said because I've researched him and seen clips of shit he done said about black women. I don't necessarily like some of that, but what is his overall message? It's something that's good for us as as black people as a whole. Sometimes things don't always come in a cookie cutter form, okay? You can't get mad at him for everything. When the great I don't look at the small things. I look at the overall picture. The overall picture is he is really dedicated to saving, especially the black community, but especially young boys. And let's not act like our young men are not born out our puss with targets on their back. Not because of nothing they did, but simply because of this here right here. I'm so tired of people trying to act like racism don't exist in this world, especially in the day and age. We gonna get to it with a motherfucker like what we got in the White House in there. He may not be the most perfect person. He might write checks his ass can't cash. But at the end of the day, this is a black man who wants to do good for his people. And yeah, he done made some fuck ups. He has. But I won't join the party to see him fall. Not now, not ever. And I'm not just that's just not just Dr. Umar. That's any damn body. And I'm so sick. If white people if white people can support the Donald Trumps and the Roy Moores of this world, why are black people so quick to get rid of Dr. Umar Johnson? Think about that. These people do not throw their folks under the bus. They don't. They don't celebrate. Even if they have to call them to the carpet for it, you don't see them celebrate. We had niggas down to Twitter celebrating a delicensing party of a black man because of some things he said that you didn't like, or the fact that he wasn't quite as transparent as he should have been with the business plan for this school. Yet y'all gave Tommy Sotomayor a bunch of thousands of dollars. And y'all don't even, he tell you shut the fuck up when you ask him about a fatherless America. You don't say shit to him. Oh, is it because he's funded by white supremacy? I'm going to leave this shit alone. I'm not going to celebrate the downfall of a black man. Especially one that I feel ain't a bad black man. He needs to learn. He's still learning, y'all. He's learning how to control his emotions and how he presents what he say. What he be saying ain't no different than what we say in the confines of our home. He gotta learn how to leave it at home and don't say that shit. That's what he needs to do. And I'm not gonna celebrate it. I'm not. Like I said, if white people can't uphold and support the Donald Trumps and the Roy Moores of this world, I'd be damned as a black woman if I would stand with anyone trying to tear down Umar Johnson. I don't know him that well. I'm learning a lot about him, but what I have done is my research. And I have seen him say things that would make you mad. But did it make you mad enough to want to see this man who only wants to better for our community, especially our young men who are being beat down, killed, and imprisoned unjustly in this country? Do we want to get rid of him? Because he's about the most known one out here in these streets doing that. He don't have just appeal in America. This man is worldwide. I'm not gonna take a part. I'm not taking a part in doing that to him. I'm just not. Like I said, everybody wasn't on the bandwagon for Martin and Malcolm either. They faced oppositions from their own as well as white folks. And in the end, we run around here and we celebrate Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. His day coming up now, this week. Black people, open your damn eyes. Black supporters of racism who think you ain't supporting racism. When you voted for Donald Trump, you voted for racism. which leads me into the next conversation that we're about to have right now. And I know I'm about to touch some nerves some more with this here, and I want you naysayers to know that it's okay. Go ahead, and I know that YouTube is going to demonetize this entire video, and I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it. Do what you do. Matter of fact, I tell you what I'm gonna do is, cause I done fucked this video up already with what I had to say, and I'm 34 minutes in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this video right here and give you a part 2 to Fuck Shit Friday, where I go in about your president, Donald Trump. And I know that whole video gonna be, so 2 videos today finna be demonetized. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. It's time for people to open their mouth. It ain't about the dollar. I'm protected and well taken care of, okay? Because the person I serve, the greater God, is gonna make sure that I eat no matter what. So remember, the depths of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video wherever it is you share videos. And I will be back for part 2 of Fuck Shit Friday, where we gonna run this motherfucker down in what he had to say yesterday. Peace.